Welcome on in, everybody. Welcome to this No Shave November series, week 3. Happy Wednesday to you all. So we originally started this series talking about letting your beard grow, having patience, using beard oil, putting the trimmers down, and accepting the beard that your face grows. How to relieve the itch. Week 2. We talked about washing your beard and the types of washes and co-washes, conditioners that you could use. So today, in week 3, we're going to go over beard balm and beard butter. And I want to show you guys a couple different types of beard balms and a couple different types of butters and what they can do to benefit your beard. So we're going to get into that right after this. Alright, so we got the subscribe button right down there. Go ahead and hit that. If it's your first time here, thank you for checking this out. I'm going to give you guys some info on beard balm and beard butter and why you should be using it. So as a new beard grower, you're probably hearing about beard oil, beard balms, beard butters, and they all have their purpose for different things. You'll see different reasons behind them, different philosophies, and even in the beard balm category, you have a few different types of balms, and in the beard butter category you have a few different types of butters. So we're going to try to clarify some of that up for you, and I'm going to show you the differences in some of these balms and butters. But first, let's talk about balms. What is the purpose of a balm? If you think you might know, go ahead and comment down below what you use a balm for. If this is your first time or you don't use a balm, we're going to go over balms right now. So a beard balm is traditionally a product that you would put on after you have put beard oil in and styled your beard. And kind of the purpose of it is it's going to have carrier oils, wax, maybe some like shea butter or cocoa butter in there. But the purpose is really to lock in the stuff that is on there, but most likely lock in your style. So that wax in there is going to just harden just a little bit. It's going to help seal in the moisture in your hair. It's going to help maintain that style. So if you have all these flyaways on the side, or if you have any waves or anything like that and you maybe blow dried them out, you can put balm in and then hit it with a cold shot of air. Or if you don't use a blow dryer, that balm is just going to naturally come to a temperature, room temperature, and it's going to just harden just a little bit. Not to where your beard feels hard or anything like that, but it's going to help control your style of your beard. Now a butter, on the other hand, can help you style, but a lot of times a butter is more meant for conditioning effects. So it's going to help you before you go to bed. So think about this. When you go to bed at night, how is your body getting hydration? It's not. We're sleeping, right? So we're not drinking water, we're not drinking, we're not eating, anything like that. So naturally our body is going to dehydrate a little bit while we sleep. So the hair is also going to dehydrate. It's not going to get any moisture that it needs. So the purpose of a butter would technically be to moisturize your beard. So you could put it on before bed at night, and it's going to be a lot thinner and not as waxy, and it's going to go on and it's just going to give your beard and the skin underneath some hydration while you sleep. Typically with a butter you'll see less wax used and sometimes no wax used. You'll see shea butters, cocoa butters, a lot of these moisturizing type butters in there, and that can produce a different consistency in your butter. So there's some things like a whipped butter, there's some harder butters, and then there's some just kind of medium range butters. You can see holding effects with them, but generally you're going to see more of the conditioning natural effect, but a conditioning feel on your beard to help keep your hair moisturized. So let me just show you a couple different ones here, and I'll show you that I got 5 different companies. I'm going to show you the balm and then the butter, but really pay attention to the butter side of it. We got different textures of butter all the way across. Balms don't vary in texture that much. It depends on how much wax they put in. So you could get like a light hold balm that's gonna be less wax and kind of just give you a little bit of hold if your beard's there. You have like a medium hold that puts in a little bit more wax and gives you a little bit more control. And then you have a hard hold balm, which is a lot of wax and gonna give you more control to maintain those flyaways. Butters are a little bit different. You have whipped, you have very moisturizing with no wax in it at all, and then you have some that are almost like a balm but a lot more moisturizing. So let me show you these, and I'm going to do a little demo for you as well. Alright, so here we are, and we are looking at 5 different companies of butter and balm. And so we're just going to start right here, and I'm going to show you this balm. Let me open it up here. And this is a balm by Wild Dog. And so let me show you. So here's what the balm looks like here, alright? So when we go to scrape this out, and like I'm putting some pressure into this to get this out because it's got some wax in it. So when we take this, we rub it in our hand. You can see, we got to rub it around a little bit to get it to melt down in our hands because of that wax. It needs a little bit of that friction and that heat to melt down, okay? So I would just normally go like this, get it melted down, and then apply it in my beard. You want to make sure that any types of clumps melt down in your hand. And clumps happen. It's not a big deal. Clumps aren't bad. A lot of people think clumps are bad. It's just how the product is. They melt down in your hand, and then you can spread it in your beard. Now, so that's Wild Dog's, and I'd say that's a medium type hold for me. But then you have Wild Dog's butter right here, okay? So let's just twist the top off of this and look at this butter. This is going to be a traditional type whipped butter, okay? And it's a little bit of a thicker whipped butter, but it comes out a lot easier, okay? And then watch what happens when we put this in our hand. It just smooth instantly just starts melting down. And so this is going to provide your hydration. It's more butter consistency than having any type of wax. So that's going to be your butter that is a little bit whipped, but not going to be like a super whipped. And then we have some from Hanyaker here. So let me show you the balm for Hanyaker. Again, it's that balm, it's smooth, but it's pretty forceful that you need a nail to get it out. I wouldn't say, super forceful, but a little bit different type of balm here. Again, this is going to be more your medium hold, but watch. See, it takes a little bit of heat, a little bit of action to get that melted down. So let's go ahead and take a look at their butter. So we'll take a look, let's just see how smooth that comes out. I didn't have to put really much force into that at all. And then this kind of just melts down pretty easily, and you have this nice moisturizing butter. So those first 2 butters, this is not a whipped butter. So this is just going to be basically a balm without the wax. So a little bit more carrier oils in there, less wax. Then you have Ruddy Man here, and this is the one that you're going to see a really big difference on. You'll see a big difference. So look at the balm here. This takes a little bit to get out. Again, probably about a medium. I don't have like a super hard hold balm with me here. This is probably about a medium to get out. You need a little bit of pressure, but melts down really nice, okay? So this is going to be a medium, maybe a little lower end of medium hold. But where you're going to see the world of difference here with Ruddy Man is the whipped butter. So if you can see into that, pretty whipped up here, but watch this. It's just whipped. It's almost like whipped cream feeling air. And look how it just melts right down. So this is your less wax, your less hold. You're not going to get much of a hold with this. It is extremely moisturizing. More meant for put it on right before bed to lock that moisture in while you sleep. And then we go over to this one from Barden. And so this is their balm. And this one is, you see how hard that is? This is going to be your medium to almost heavy hold balm. I'd say just over the medium line. We'll call it a medium heavy. That's what we'll call it. Put it in your hand so you can see how it's streaking like this. That's the wax. So that's the wax that we got to get melted down. We put that in our beard, and it's going to coat our beard hairs and leave them feeling really nice. Keep them in place. And then we have the Barden butter. And this is another, again, a little bit different of a consistency. But this comes out nice and easy. See, I just scoop some out like that. Put it in your hand, and you melt it down. Barden butter, going to give you a little bit of a hold. You can wear the string of the day if you like it's kind of like a light hold balm if you want, but super moisturizing. I prefer most of my butters at night right now. And then we have one from Norseman. And if you look at this, like, I gotta put a decent amount of pressure in there. This is gonna be closer to a heavy hold balm. So when we go to melt this down, it's gonna take some work because this has got more wax in it. So you need some good work in there, some heat. It's got more wax in it, and you can feel the tack with it. This is gonna be your heavy hold balm. If your beard is unruly, you're gonna want a heavier hold type balm. And I like heavier balms in the wintertime. I tend to like them more. In the summertime, you kind of just want hydration. You want your beard to be able to breathe. In the wintertime, it's so dry out. You want to seal the moisture in, and a heavy hold balm works with that. Now, this is Norseman's butter here, and look at that. It's pretty soft to get out, and I'd say I wouldn't consider it a whipped butter by any means. Not a whipped butter, but almost acts like a whipped butter. There's a little bit of hold with it, but it's super creamy. Like, look how creamy that gets just by rubbing it. Now, this isn't tacky or anything. This is just creamy. I just have so much on my hands by now that it's not really soaking up or anything like that. But the whole purpose of a butter is to hydrate your beard. And you can get away with it, but as a new beginner beardsman, I would recommend getting a balm for after oil styling, and then a butter for nighttime to lock that moisture in. So hopefully this clarifies up some stuff for you, makes you realize you're going to need a balm for that styling, and you're going to need a butter for that nighttime. Now, like I said, again, there's different kinds of butters out there. I prefer a butter with a little bit of hold, even for nighttime. I'm not a huge fan of whipped butters. So I kind of prefer the in-between to the non-whipped type butters, but I do have both and I do play with both. It's either one of them's good, but you're going to want a butter for the moisturizing. So I think that's about it for week 3. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below and I will answer all of them. If you have used balm and butter before, comment below and tell me what kind of balm you like. Do you like a medium hold, a heavy hold, light hold, and what kind of butter do you like? Leave that down below too, because that's going to help give recommendations to anybody new that might be watching these videos. So thank you. Keep your beard growing for November. Hopefully by the end of this series, I have you maintaining your beard and looking your best so you can keep your beard beyond No Shave November. I am Faithfully Bearded Tyson, and I thank you all for watching. And until I talk to you guys again soon, there will be a week 4 next week, episode 4 next Wednesday. I have a review dropping this Friday, and we have the podcast. So if you found this information useful, head on over to faithfullybearded.com. Check out the subscription to the podcast, which is free and on any podcast network, as well as liking this video, subscribing, and leaving a comment below. So I hope you guys found this useful, and until I talk to you guys again soon, God bless you all.